Hi, and welcome back to Yoga with Tim for a shoulder stand tutorial. So I don't often teach shoulder stand because of the inherent risk to the cervical spine. So you might have heard, it was about 8 years ago, where this New York Times article came out talking about the dangers of yoga. Yoga is so dangerous, you can really mess up your neck and you can really screw up your spine. And as yoga teachers, we were like, yeah, we know. So I don't think that the general public was aware of this. And this is why practicing yoga at home can be so great for you, but also so risky. This is why on Yoga with Tim, I generally show poses that tend to have low risk in comparison to the reward. So there's a lot of poses out there that you may see that look pretty fantastical. And sometimes I get requests like, why don't you ever teach this pose on your channel? I'm like, because of the inherent risk. It's like, it's so dangerous for so many people that I would rather not show it. Anywho, all that aside, this pose, if done well, can be a boon for you. It's really good for your body. But if you mess up and you're not doing it right, you can really screw up your neck bad. So I want to teach you some key points that will make sure that you're doing this pose well. And then if you feel yourself doing it wrong, it's on you to come right out of it. So the first thing I want to show you, you might not have this prop at home, but I have a band. I have some blankets to lie over, and these are actually the Pune blankets from BKS Iyengar's studio in India. These are the exact ones that they use there. If you don't have these, I just used to use towels. I would like fold up towels before I had these blankets. You can also use the Mexican blankets. And then I have a chair to flip over to, which if you don't have a chair, you could just move yourself close enough to the wall so that your feet hit the wall. But the first thing I want you to see, I'm just going to come over here and loop this band around something. I'll just hook it here on the credenza. And what I want you to see is just this action. So you might have seen people doing a row in the gym or something, or you might have done a little yourself. But when you pull back, your back muscles should activate. You should feel the shoulder heads draw back. And you want to feel your back muscles turn on when you pull back and squeeze. Why is this important? Because we want to feel this same thing before you go up. And then as I pull back, I'm going to pull my spine taller, like I'm being pulled up through my crown. Now the last part, I want to externally rotate the arms so that the biceps turn outward and the triceps turn in. Okay, I got that feeling there. If you don't have that prop, it's not the end of the world. We can try to recreate it here. So I have these blankets, and then I have a little lift for my buttock. I'm going to lie down so that my shoulder comes 1 inch away from the edge of the blankets. Just like that. And my head drapes off. Now I'm going to press my upper arms down just like I was pulling that strap and feel the backs of the shoulders descend evenly. One side of the back might want to take over. Try to feel both sides engage even. Don't let your middle push up to the ceiling as you do it. Then as you press into your feet, lift your hips up and feel your hamstrings engage. Now as you're pressing and engaging, you feel a nice curve for your neck. The curve of the neck isn't diminishing. Can you start to lift your hips up higher, keeping those muscles engaged? And then lower your buttocks back down and release. Okay, so let me just show you one more thing. When you had your shoulders activated like that, it was encouraging your cervical curve, the curve of your neck. Your neck curves inward this way. You don't want to try to flatten it. You want the curve to be there. And right here at the base of your neck, where your C7 vertebra is, you want to feel that that isn't digging into the floor. So that's one of the reasons why we use blankets, to make sure you can get that action so there's space for your neck, so that that bone isn't pushing down and the neck isn't flattening into the floor. Really important that you maintain your neck curve, even if you can't go as deep. So I have this chair here so that my legs don't go all the way to the floor, because when my legs go to the floor, it might make everything start to close off. And if you can't even get your feet to a chair, you can start off at the wall with the feet going higher. Okay, so I'm gonna lie down, shoulders an inch away from the edge, press my arms down, activate my back, and then I stretch the arms out. I'm going to bring my legs up and over. Then I push down once I get my legs over into the shoulders. I put my hands on my hips.
and I'm in plow pose. How awesome. So I should feel my neck isn't digging into the blankets. I've freed up the neck, and then I can scoop my hands up my back without losing that neck space. Then, keeping the elbows in, one leg at a time, I can try taking the legs up. To come back down, I lower back down slowly, stretch the arms out, and roll back down. Now just let your neck relax for a moment, and then we can slide back off of the blankets and do a mini Setu Bandha, where the blankets kind of trap your shoulder blades and press the shoulder blades in. So you get like a little kind of fish pose like quality, a reverse stretch to press the blades in, to roll the chest open. So just feel how your nervous system feels cooled down, calmed down after having that upside down time. And then roll over to your side and press up. So even though it was brief, you'll feel the changes that go on. Now, really important with that is that if it was difficult, if your body was really resisting trying to go up and over to the chair, that's just a sign that you don't have the hamstring flexibility yet. So what do you got to work on? Poses like seated forward fold, the Janu Shirshasanas, the Upavista Konasanas, but a lot more time in Paschimottanasana. And you can do it with support if your hamstring's really tight. You can put stuff under your knees and practice folding forward so you can get the spinal muscles to start to get healthier. If you enjoyed this tutorial video, you learned something from it, let me know below. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Hit that like button while you're at it. And if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications bell by hitting that bell. Not only will it make sure that you don't miss any future uploads, but it's the best way to support the channel. The last thing I want to encourage you to do is, if you're interested in deepening your practice, really owning your practice and advancing your practice, then I'd highly recommend signing up for the Conscious Movement community. I'll put the link below, and there you'll get an opportunity to put this into your practice, these more advanced poses, workshop style stuff, and it's what all the cool kids are doing, really, is what I found out on the channel. No, I don't know. But give it a shot, and let me know how it goes for you. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.